We welcome back the YouTube audience as well. CLG FC episode 94. It's our season 5 finale. We are done season 5. We've got one match against Shevington Reserves. It is a week away. It is 5 days away even. And then we'll be into the off season. And again, just a heads up about the off season itinerary. Of course, we are going to be watching a summer tournament this time. We have the 2028 European Championships. So we'll be giving that a watch, of course. And then we broke the consecutive wins record for the league. That's nice with a game to go. Here's our last max XG 2.8 versus 0.41, although they did have a big 25-minute spell of possession. A momentum even. Great pass chart. Opposition in front of goal, only 3 opportunities. And they were their last match passes. Well, what's off field? You know, I mean, what's even his his contract is up anyway, so we'll just get rid of him. He's not even marked for a huge improvement, so this is fine. This is fine. That's fine. We're gonna move on. Rollins can go on the loan list. That's fine with me. And then Wallace ready to become part of the under 21 squad. I don't think so. Not yet. So, but that's pretty much it. We're gonna play out this last game. We'll play out the under 18 season, and then I'm gonna ask for the coaching course again. I think I'm gonna get the National B license. When I do, I'll worry about my 2 assistants that need their National C license. I want to get my National B license because I want to. Oh, what a shot! I want to be able to at least have it by the time we need it. So, no Twinkle. Out with a essentially broken back. So 94, the episode number. We are we're looking okay. We're gonna hopefully see out this season with a win, finish strong as the champions, right? And we'll move up into level 15 next season. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Level 15. Let's do leagues in focus, shall we? One last time this season. We'll start in MLS. NYCFC is at the top by 2 points over Inter Miami. Then it's Toronto FC, Montreal Impact, Nashville SC, New England Revolution, Columbus Crew, DC United, Atlanta United, my beloved Philly Union are second from the bottom. Chicago is bottom. Chicago Fire. In the West, San Jose Earthquakes lead the way. Then it's the LA Galaxy. Real Salt Lake is third. Pinch Me is at 2000 and what, 2 again? St. Louis City is fourth. Portland Timbers fifth. Seattle Sounders sixth. Austin is seventh. Dallas, Austin FC, I should say, is seventh. FC Dallas eighth. Minnesota United holding on to a playoff spot by 2 points over Vancouver. Atlanta's got it by a point over Charlotte and Orlando City in the East, by the way. But this is just Minnesota and Dallas by 2 points over Vancouver. Whitecaps, LAFC is outside looking in. You love to see it. Colorado Rapids are bottom and the worst team in the league. In the Premier League, City are level with Arsenal on points with 5 to play. City have the better goal difference by 11. Newcastle are third. Liverpool fourth. Man United fifth. Villa sixth now. That bumps Spurs to seventh. Chelsea are 10th. And they are the Carabao Cup winners, which means they're guaranteed the Conference League, which means that 7th spot is not going to become a European competition place As the table stands right now, my beloved West Ham are 13th and haven't won in 5. At the bottom, Sheffield United 5 points clear of the drop over Southampton, who haven't won in 5 themselves. Palace are 9 points adrift. Luton Town 11 adrift with 5 to play down there. Not looking good for Palace and Luton, and that's a pretty large buffer between them and Southampton, actually, between Sheffield United and Southampton, I mean. So looking pretty dangerous for those three right now. Sky Bet Championship, Norwich lead the league by 5 points. They've guaranteed a playoff spot. So have Bournemouth, who lead the playoff places by 7. And then it is Burnley, Blackburn Rovers, Wolverhampton Wanderers, and Ipswich Town in the playoffs. The last of which leads Hull City and Fulham by 3 points. At the bottom, Coventry City 3 points clear of the drop over Stoke City, but Stoke have only dropped one decision. They've only had one loss in their last 5. Preston North End are also 3 points adrift, as are Plymouth Argyle. So the 3 relegation spots are all on 37 points. That's going to be a crazy final day for relegation down there. Sky Bet League One. Sheffield Wednesday have already won the league. They are champions, by the way. There are 4 left, by the way, to play in the Sky Bet Championship, I meant to say. But Sky Bet League One, Sheffield Wednesday already have won the championship with 3 games to spare. They're 10 points clear. Reading are 2 above the playoff places, which include Wrexham, Peterborough United, Bolton Wanderers, who haven't won in 5, mind you, and Barnsley, the last 2 of which are only above Wigan Athletic on goal difference. In fact, 1 goal between Barnsley and Wigan. And then Swansea City are a point on the outside looking in. At the bottom, Stockport County and Wycombe Wanderers, 4 points clear of the drop. And then it is Fleetwood who are clear of the drop only on goal difference, by the way, by 5 goals over Blackpool. And then it's Milton Keynes 3 points adrift. Shrewsbury Town, who have 10 wins this season, haven't won in 5, and they're 4 points adrift with just 3 to play. Sky Bet League 2, Stevenage promoted. They lead the league by 4 points over Forest Green Rovers, who have also been promoted, leading Exeter City in the final promotion spot by 5 points. Exeter City are in the final promotion spot by 6 points. They lead Rochdale, Newport County, Barrow, and Port Vale in the playoff places, the last of which is only in the playoff places by 2 goals on the goal difference over Cheltenham Town. Mansfield Town are also level on points with them 163. And then it is Notts County on the outside looking in by a point. At the bottom, let me go to the bottom of all these leagues. At the bottom, Altrincham are 7 points clear of the drop with 3 to play over Gillingham. They need just a point. Just a point will do it for them. So I believe just a point will do that. Well, no, not just a point. They really need 3, but it's still the fact that they're 7 clear with 3 to play. So they got plenty of opportunity to pick up those 3. Whether Gillingham lose it, drop those points, or Altrincham will pick them up. So Kidderminster Harriers are relegated, though. They are 15 adrift with just 3 to play, which is 9 points available, which means Kidderminster are going back out of the Football League. Woking in the Vanarama National are already champions. They are top of the league by 10 points with, 10 to play? No, I'm sorry, with 1 to play. 10 to play, beg your pardon. So they're clear of the playoff places. Woking will be going up to the Football League, and that is over York City, Doncaster over Southend United, AFC Fylde, who have also secured playoff places despite Fylde losing not winning in their last 5. Solihull Moors are also a playoff team right now, along with Oldham Athletic. Morecambe are on the outside looking in, the former Football League side of Morecambe. On the outside looking in by 3 points. They need help. They need Oldham to lose, and they need to win in order to secure a playoff spot. If Solihull Moors also lose and Morecambe win and they make up 4 goals in the goal difference, then they will also be in Morecambe. At the bottom, Boreham Wood are a point above the drop over Hartlepool United and Weldstone, who are 22nd. Hereford are 3 points adrift with a single game to play. They need to win and hope Boreham would lose, and they make up 3 goals in the goal difference to climb. And they need to hope that Hartlepool and Weldstone also, well, basically Hartlepool lose. Hiya, hey, Randy, what's going on, man? They need to hope that Hartlepool lose, Weldstone only draw, Boreham would lose, and Hereford make up the goal difference between them and Boreham Wood for them to jump out of the relegation spots. Gateshead are down. They are 8 points adrift with 1 game to play. So Gateshead are going back to Vanarama North to South. The division directly above us, by the way, as the last one, Caton United are champions. They are 4 points clear. They have a single game to play. Digmore, I was just doing some geolocating. Nice. Like geoguessing, or is that something different? Digmore are 4 clear of Southport and Einsdale, so Digmore are promoted. Catton United are champions. Already figured out that one, but not geoguessing. What is geolocating then? Burskov Dynamo are first off winless in their last 5, as are Norcross, but Norcross are almost safe. It is Burskov Dynamo who are above the drop by 2 points over Spurley Hay, who have won 3 straight and a draw, unbeaten in their last 4. They might actually do the Great Escape. They need to win and hope Burskov Dynamo basically draw. If that happens, then they will. Who do they have? They have Digmore. Oh, that's brutal. Um, but yeah, they need to hope that they win and Burskov Dynamo draw. Or if they win and Norcross lose, then it will be enough to keep them up, Spurley. Hey, they will have the Great Escape complete. Cherrybrook are also 2 points adrift with a single game to play. That's Leagues in Focus. Geolocate is find the location, not on the GeoGuessr site. No, way harder. I've done Time Guesser. I struggle a little bit with Time Guesser sometimes, but I like Time Guesser a lot. So he wouldn't be bad. Oh, he's 26, so he's not likely to develop any further in the future. Certainly guys to keep an eye on. Time Guesser still is obvious a lot of the time. You know, you say that, and like I can nail the country, but I have trouble nailing like the street. You know what I mean? Like I can't get to the street. Like, you know, I just I had one where it was Amsterdam. It was a black and white photo. Amsterdam. Guy was wearing one of those like jackets that you see, those like big leather black jackets, and he's throwing a rock at riot police. And there's a McDonald's on the street, right? And the McDonald's sign is in Dutch. So I'm like, oh, we're in the Netherlands. You know what I mean? But then I was like, okay, where in the Netherlands? Do you know what I mean? Because there's The Hague or The Hague. There's obviously Amsterdam. There's what, Eindhoven, right? Like, where in the Netherlands am I going to be? I don't know. And then I'm like, what's the year? And I got the year pretty easily because there was an honor box on the side of the street, a real tiny honor box. And on the honor box, it said, Israel enters Egypt. And I'm like, right, Yom Kippur War. You know what I mean? Like it's the Yom Kippur. So I know exactly the year immediately, you know? But so it was obvious in terms of that, but it was also one of the, oh fuck, Parks is out for the last game of the season? Oh well. And well, Brindley will be okay. But you know, it's one of those things where I'm not like some of them were stupidly obvious. Like I had one that was Pope Francis delivering his speech, his Sunday Mass, to an empty square. I can't remember the formal name of the square. St. Peter's Square? I thought that was in Russia. But I'm like, bro, I know the time, I know the place. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on. So, is St. Peter's Square the one in Russia, isn't it? No, it is. It is the one I was thinking of. St. Peter's Square is the one in. So he was given a speech to an empty St. Peter's Square, and I'm like, bro, I know the year, and I know the location. Like, come on, man. But I'm not, you know. But anyway, uh, let's keep moving on. Nagy is now injured as well. All right, we've got one day to go a fixture. We'll see how banged up we are. How banged up are we? We're 1-4 favorites. Shevington are 13-1. We could set the record. Oh, okay, the existing record points total being targeted stands at 50. So if we draw, we match it. If we win, we beat it and set the record. Um, we currently tied the record for wins. If we win, we set the record for wins in the season. So that's good. I'm going to go into this press conference a little bit to look at. Oh, nice. Foster suspended. I couldn't even call him up if I wanted to. Great, good job. So Twinkle's out, our DM. I have a replacement DM, do I not? Oh, I'm coming back. So I'm coming back for Wellman. So where's Sam Wellman? Wellman is going to come in for Twinkle. Who else is injured? Parks is injured, but he was out anyway. And then Twinkle's out. Brindley is a little bit hurt, but he's not too bad. And I might give the opportunity to Callum Tomset, actually. And then we'll go to the press conference. Let's kick things off with the first question from Max Walker at BBC Radio 5 Live. Having already secured the title, this is the final game and just going to be an opportunity to celebrate what has already been a wonderful season. The opposition will want to be the party by putting in a good performance. And this fixture will be no different. There you go. Latest on Twinkle's injury. He's got a way to go yet, but he's getting there. We're in a good run. We're on to something special when everyone turns up to training smiling, willing to work hard. You got one of the best defensive records. I'm lucky to have fantastic players. Your team ranks among the best in the league in retaining possession. I've always believed that possession. Blah 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 blah. Same shit, different press conference. So let's get into it. I got the Olympics on. We're still watching. Of course. We're still on day 3. Of course. But we're doing okay. Oh, he's cut. Is the ref not going to let him? The ref's not going to let him. The ref's not going to let him. The ref's not going to bandage him? Oh, he's asking now to be bandaged. Uh, okay. I was talking to someone and they were asking for help about a Chinese block because the images disappeared on a block from 2008. I wanted a notification as well. He'd been trying to find it all day and I told him to use the Wayback Machine, which then worked. Then I figured out the exact location based on these pictures. Oh, nice. Okay. Nice. I'm not, man, I wish you would not email me this shit. Like, I just want to turn this shit off, Danny. Like, anyway, England are well clear of the coefficient. This Samoan fighter getting cut the fuck up, man. He got a bad cut on his eye. So that's ugly. That cut's ugly. You can see the link, or is it blocked? I can see the link. I can see the link. I'm not gonna click it or pursue on it, but I can see it. It gives me the fuck you call this thing? OBS gives me a preview. So yes, I can see the link. But it's match day. We're gonna get into it. I haven't even loaded any of my walkout music or none of that shit. I need to do that. I need to do that. Let me click this so I can actually get into my walkout music. Do you not trust Imager because you don't know it? No, I just don't. You know, I'm just trying to load the music that I'm going to be playing for the stream, as I forgot to load the music I play. So I'm just trying to focus on getting set up for the game. Um, I know about Imager. I've used Imager in the past, so this is the oh yeah, that's right. There's 3 rounds. I wonder if they did. Do they do more than? I wonder if when they get to the gold medal or the bronze medal fights in the boxing, if it's more than 3 rounds. I'd imagine they can't really risk it because they got to fight so much over the course of the 2 weeks. You know, I mean, you're talking about guys having to fight 4 or 5 matches. That's a lot. We're not the billing. AFC Einsdale versus Black. What was that? Blackburnian? I'm sorry. Why did I say black? I thought it was like the old Blackburnians. That was last year's division. The Ribchester Rovers Reserves. So you're saying it wrong. I mean, most just say image. I just call it Imager. So, um, anyway. Oh, good. Perhaps capable. Snicky can dive into tackles. Lovely stuff. Fitness test. Everybody cleared it actually, but I don't want to risk the players like Brindley because he hasn't completed his rehabilitation yet. So we're gonna keep him out for the final game of the season. It is the final game of the season. We are ready to go. Uh, let's get into it, shall we? Let's see the team sheets. Can we? Okay. They've made 5 changes to the starting lineup. And we're going to tell our team, I mean, I'm going to point the finger and say, go and give the fans. Oh, that was good. That was really good. GIF, same thing. GIF is peanut butter. GIF is an image. Okay. But that's what I know. GIF is a brand of peanut butter here. GIF is an image. So, anyway, let's get into it. It's not playing on screen. Oh God. There you go. Totally forgot it was turned off. Final game of the season, episode 94. I know, but like, does anyone call Google Alphabet? No, they don't. You know what I mean? And nobody calls Facebook Meta. They call it Facebook. Nobody calls Twitter X. It's Twitter. You know? Same concept in a way. We're underway. I actually hate it when people say X. I hate it when people do the whole thing X, formerly known as Twitter. Nobody fucking calls it X, man. It's just say Twitter. Okay? Perhaps everybody knows what you mean when you say Twitter. You know? Everybody knows. So it's like a band-aid, you know? Everybody knows what a band-aid is. Nobody calls it a bandage or a medical sealant. That's just because they are their own respective parent, not the website that people are referring to when speaking. I mean, it's Cookies! Let's go, Cookies. 10 goals on the season for Cookies. 3 minutes in. And we lead at Shevington Reserves. I mean, certainly the Belgian won the fight. Yeah, I was going to say, certainly the Belgian kicked his ass, man. So, there we go. 1-0 up. All right. Just the start we wanted, man. Just the start. Oh, Jack, that is an ugly. Yeah, I was gonna say that is a complete. Now I have to tell my fucking defensive midfielder for the whole game, by the way, to ease off tackles, as if like that's the one position that's gonna tackle the most. So, but Perry, Frack, Wellman here to nobody. Stirrup, edge, back out to the right for Jackson. Being pressed, so it'll have to come back to edge. They could switch play here. Shevington Reserves. They could decide Akubine to edge to Perry. They are going to switch play eventually to Robinson. Down the left, there's space for Ibrahim, who tries to bring it forward. He dribbles the ball right to Warner, and now we can attack back. Myself to Warner. Warner finding Spaps. Wellman in the space, and now bringing it forward. Snicky to Okonikun. Okonikun's got options here. Sheamus on the left-hand side. Sheamus cutting back for Frack. Frack for Wellman. Wellman's going to bring it forward. Wellman could get the cross and does. It's floated back post. It's Cookies. And it's McLean. That will grab it. This one's headed away. Edge to Wellman. Sheamus. Wellman. Myself. Oh, having a go and go. And McLean will put that behind. Wellman, he's in a fine position. Wellman plays defensive midfielder. McLean's going to punch that away. At least I think he plays, does he not? Yeah, he plays it. I mean, he's a bit awkward with it, but fuck it. Alfonso Dominguez from Azerbaijan versus JC La. Oh, come on. JC La Cruz Paraza from Cuba. This is good. This is the men's. Is this the middleweight division? Maybe I think. Anyway, here's a Konikun. Sheamus. Sheamus. Back for Konikun. For me. Option on the right for Warner. Lovely ball. Lovely. Oh, Spaps did the right thing too. Spaps pulled back on that one, anticipating that the cutback was coming. And he gave himself great spot for the ball, great space for the ball, but he just fired it way over, unfortunately. Here's Akubuine. And I've put it out for a corner. Abraham with the corner. Meant for Jackson. Cookie's going to get to it. Sheamus will take it down. Sheamus here needs an option. Oh, come on. Play the ball. There you go. Konikun takes it into space, hopefully. Konikun holds it up. Got an option on the far right. Spaps. Can we counterattack here? Cookies with it. Cookies. He's got no option. He's dribbled into a disappearing wedge. Snicky is off sides, but the ball will run through to McLean anyway. Akubuine puts that in. Konikun clears. It's going to fall back to Akubuine. For Perry, Snicky makes a tackle, but it falls to edge. Perry has it now again for Watt. Looking for an option on the right edge, trying to do the same. It'll go back to Watt. Now Robinson. Akubuine to Jackson. Jack. Akubuine's cut that out. Watt to parry over the top, meant for stirrup. Frack will just put it behind for a corner. Akubuine with the corner. It's going to fall all the way back to Edge, who fires it wide of the net. Or I should say just over the net. Here's Brott to get us restarted. 29th minute. Jack with it now. For Wellman. Akonikun. Plenty of space between the center back and the left back. Finds Sheamus on the left. Sheamus looking to run it down the wing now, too. Sheamus here. Cross comes in. Snicky could be there in the box. Snicky over. Was not troubling the keeper that time. That is out for a corner. Here is Frack to take the corner. 31st minute. We lead 1-0. Whipped in, and Akubuina gets ahead to it. Cookies knocks it down. Akunikun! And that's punched way over the net. Cookies for Warner. Back for Cookies. Oh, picked off Watt. The cross comes in. It somehow squirts through the 6-yard box. And it will be out for a corner. Corner comes in from Frack. It's headed clear. Akunikun comes down with it. Akunikun. What's he going to do with it, Akunikun? He tries to take it to the byline, but that is a goal kick. It runs too far out. Cookies knocks that one down. From Spaps to Jack. Or to Spaps to Jack to me. Back to Spaps. Now to Snicky. Here's a Akunikun. What a ball from a Akunikun. That should be 2. It is 2. That's a hell of a team goal. That is just liquid football. What a ball from Akunikun. What a freaking ball. Here's Cullingworth. Over the top, meant for stirrup. Oh, he's going to chest it down. Jackson. And that's a free kick surrendered by Frack here late in the first half. Here's Akubuine. He goes for goal. Brott knocks it down. Wellman clears it. What a save from Brott. The Brott wall coming through. Cookies is going to clear that as well. There's Jack. Oh, Spaps almost lost it. Cookies did knock it down for him, though. Back to me. To Spaps. Back to me. There needs to be somebody who steps forward into the space here. Spaps eventually went to try and fill it. He's found with the ball quickly. Cookies now to Warner. Warner looking for an option to offload. Finds Jack. It's going to go back to Warner, though. For me in the center. Back to Jack. The switch can come in now. Wellman. Realizing this goes central. Konikun there. Konikun. Wellman. Wellman. Over the top for Spaps on the right. It's brought down by him. Spaps maybe with an option. Cross comes in. McLean punches clear. Akonikun gives it to Cookies. Back to me. It'll have to come to Cookies for Wellman. Wellman got space to shoot. Instead, he gives it to Akonikun. Akonikun gives Wellman the ball back. Frack on the left with space. Frack, can he take it himself? Frack looking for himself, and that's tipped over by McLean for a corner. Here's Frack's corner. Whipped in, and McLean will grab it. Here's Akubuine going for goal again, and that one's over. Oh, I just got booked right at the end of the half. Lovely stuff. Right. Second half back underway here. Shevington reserves 2-0 down to the champions, us, at the break. We're watching the 92 kilogram round of 16. Here's Seamus, and that one over the bar. Ibrahim offsides on this play. Cuban's kind of running him riot, though. The Azerbaijani. I mean, he's not a bad boxer, but whew, the Cuban's got a really quick jab, and he's investigating all the space he wants with that jab. The hands aren't up, man. You can tell these guys are amateur boxers, right? But even then, like, got to keep the hands up, man. Always got to protect yourself. The Cuban is. That's why it's been very hard for the Azerbaijani to find an opening. He's trying to go in. He's trying to go in with the body, but the Cuban looks like he's got the reach on him, so he's having a hard time getting close to work the body to get those hands down. But but every time the Azerbaijani looks like he wants to start a move, he leans in, and the Cuban's just pushing him back with that jab right now. This is a Koniku. Oh, lovely work. Oh, my God. How did we not score that? Oh, my Lord almighty. How did we not score that? That went right through the crease. Konikun, Frack, Seamus, Frack. Back to Seamus. Wellman. Benekage, myself. Oh, it's off the post. I don't believe it. Long range rifled off the post. And Akubuine will give up the throw. Frack. Seamus. Warner. Warner's run it down. Warner needs an option. Finds me. Cookies. Warner. Warner needs another option. Myself. Is this going to be a long range shot? It is. It's just over. Need to think about subs. Myself wouldn't be a bad one. Warner's playing fucking great, by the way. Sam Harris would be a pretty good replacement for me. Oh, that's over. Also thinking about Spaps as the second. Here's one whipped in, and Brott is going to have that the whole way. Is he going to release it into play? Looks like he has. He's giving it to me. Warner. Spaps. Cookies. Akonikun. Snicky. Snicky. Myself. Back for Cookies. Cookies. Warner. Myself. A chip over the top for Seamus. Lovely chip. Shima's got options back for Konikun. Oh, I don't know about that one, ref. It's going to go back to Sheamus. Check. Konikun might be off anyway. But no, he was on. It's out for a throw. 60th minute here for Frack. Jack's been booked now too? Fuck's sake, really? This one's whipped in. Sheamus has it. That cross deflects out for a corner. Harris will come in. 61st. We need a goal. Frack. Whipped in. Cullingworth will knock it down. Sheamus is here. Sheamus will look to take it himself. He needs an option here. He's trying to get it 1v1. He nutmegs Robinson to get it to Frack. Over to Wellman. Wellman here. What is he going to do? Wellman. Harris. Oh, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. I don't know how the Azerbaijani won that fight. I don't know about that. The Cuban looked way better. Here's Harris. Oh, Harris going to go alone, and it's over. Oh, split decision, 3 judges to 2. That sucks. Because after round 1, it was all Cuba. And I would say round 2, he looked good too. But here's Snicky. A Kunde-kun. Oh, it's just wide. All right. Azib Abis Muhidine for Italy. Lazabek Molojonov from Uzbekistan. Round of 16 here in the men's 92 kilogram. I'm just skipping ahead to when they're done all the fighter introductions and the ref introduction. There we go. Oh, come on. All right. 72nd minute. I think it's going to have to be Spaps here for Joe Jones. That one shot rifled into Brott's stomach. Here's Jackson. Wellens for Stirrup. I thought he was off. And yes, the flag is going to go up. He was off. So Joe Jones on for Spaps here in the 75th. Here's Jack over the top with a ball to Frack. He might be off as well. Frack cuts it back. I think the whistle's going to go, and it does. Edge restarts to Perry. Perry found Watt. Watt finds Ibrahim. Early cross on the left, and Harris will put it out for a corner. Shevington reserves corner here, 2-0 for us. Oh, Ibrahim's fired that over, and that'll be a goal kick. So Harris. Uzbeki's really likes to go in and just hit these shots to the body. He's going in low. One thing I have noticed here very early is when the Italian moves and he feints, especially when he feints with a little reach, Uzbeki is falling for it. So, and he's dropping his guard. So, if the Italian's coming in low, Uzbeki goes down to block it. Right? He's not saying he's going down to block it. So I think if you could feign low and just come straight in over the top, this Italian might get him. He just tried it there. Actually, he almost caught the Uzbeki. Oh, they bumped heads. I think the ref's looking at it to make sure he doesn't have to stop this fight for the cut. Oh, that is nasty. Oh my God, that's a nasty cut. Wow. Here's Jones. Warner, back to Jones. Cookies. Kunde. Oh, he's gone for long range, and that's way over. Cullingworth for Vince here. 80th minute. Do we have Mukendi? Oh, we do have Mukendi available. Let's go. Come on, Mukendi. Mukendi's going to be our last sub. The Italians, they cleaned up his eye a little bit here. So. Italians definitely not had the better fare of this. Oh, he's bleeding bad again. There's Jones. Oh, Jones, who are you passing it to, man? Who are you passing it to? Well, we'll cut it out. Cullingworth here now for Perry. Stirrup. Here comes Shevington reserves. What can they do? Stirrup goes long range, and Brott will have it comfortably the whole way. What a lovely left hook from the Italian. But then they just clashed heads. Oh, they're trading blows. All right, here's Jack. Knocks this one down. 82nd minute. Wellman. Mukendi's now on. Wellman over the top for Frack. He's on sides. He's got the space to keep the run. He doesn't. He looks for the pass, cut back inside. He's got Jones on the far side. Jones heads it up. He could be off, but it's going to be over anyway for a goal kick. Oh, Hemingway in. Hemingway in. He's on sides. What is Hemingway going to do here? Hemingway cuts back for Stirrup. Stirrup takes a shot, and that will go off Frack for a corner. Another corner. Joe Jones heads that out. This one whipped in. That's going to be another corner. Jones puts it out again. Here's Vince to take another corner. This one is punched away, or at least headed away. Akonikun is going to get it now. He's going to have a run with it. Jones was the one who headed it away. Here's Akonikun. Inside for Snicky in the center. Snicky, I don't find the player on the left. That's Mukendi was making a phenomenal run. Snicky didn't find him. Wellman will send Mukendi wide here. And now the cross comes in. It's Cullingworth who heads it up. It will be Mukendi who saves it. What can Mukendi do? He cuts it back inside for Akonikun. Akonikun for the cross back post. Cookies can't get the head to it. Cullingworth will. Ibrahim clears. And that is the end of the highlight. Here's another one. Cullingworth cuts that out. 87th minute now. McLean pumping it for it. Ibrahim wins it. Watt brings it down. Watt for Stirrup. For Hemingway. Hemingway's in behind the lines. Hemingway goes for goal, and that deflects off Jack just wide for Shevington Reserve's corner. Here's Vince to take the corner. Comes back to Ibrahim. Back to Vince. I think he's off. He's judged to have been on, but Bratt will glove the cross down anyway. Bratt restarts play. Jones wins the header. Snicky has it for Akonikun. Akonikun now. Plenty of space on the left-hand side. Akonikun. The cut back for Frack. Frack. Akonikun. Wellman back for Frack. Frack with the cross. Comes rifled in. Snicky can't get to it. Cullingworth will put it wide. Jones will bring it down. It's cut back for Cookies. Cookies, that cross is going to fall almost to Aquanicoon's feet. It is cleared. Harris wins the header. Wellman side foot. Cookies is there. Cookies can't settle it enough to get a clean shot on it, and it will go well wide of the goal. Here's Hemingway. Goes for goal. It's off the wall. Will be a corner. We're to play 4 minutes of added time. That's all that's left here in this season. Vince to take this corner. It's whipped in. Cookies heads it clear. Oh. Uzbeki leads? I don't know about that. I think I'd have 1919 on my card. There's one judge was 1919. I would have 1919 on this card. That one is over. Goal kick. Here's Jack with a free kick. Back post. Jones could be. That is a penalty. Perry has pushed Jones. And now this is, I believe, Snicky will take it. Yes, Snicky will take it. Goal. It's a pen to end the season. Snicky scores. And we're going to win 3-0. The whistle goes to restart play, but you have to think, when will it go for full time? And there it is, full time from one song to the other. 3-0 is the final. It was Cookies in the third before Snicky in the 38th, and again from the spot in the 5th minute of added time. It takes all. Sweet, sweet victory one last time. We set the record for points. We set the record for wins. We set the record for consecutive wins. We had a phenomenal season. 17 wins from our 20 games. Oh, what a freaking left hand from the Italian. Holy moly. Oh, and he's just jabbed the Uzbeki as well. Escath Casuals 4-0 over the Wire Villa Reserves. Parson in the 12th before Mercer in the 38th. Cook in the 54th and Hughes in the 58th. They'll move up to 4th place at the end of the season, which is Ribchester Rovers Reserves game versus Boston, or I should say Ribchester Rovers Reserves game tomorrow. Um, Miller and Southport and Einsdale Reserves. Dennis in the 15th for Southport and Einsdale before Miller in the 64th. Rutherford in the 87th for Miller. Got one back, but it wasn't to be. Southport and Einsdale Reserves 2-1 over Miller. And that will conclude our season. The Italian got headbutted twice, man. What the fuck is the ref doing? Uzbeki fault. Well, I think the judges might give it to the Uzbeki, which I just think the Italian's done enough. But this Uzbeki's pretty good. He had some definite shots in there, but that was a clean hit. I mean, the Italian did catch him quite a lot in this round. So this is going to be interesting. West Ham lose to Sunderland. Lovely. Mid Lancashire District bids farewell to Shevington Reserves. Edge bids farewell. Edge. Brian Edge is moving on. Okay. Wellman on form as CLG score easy victory. Yeah, they did give it to the Uzbeki. Lane host. Okay. So winner by 4 judges to 1. I don't know about that, Chief. The Italian fought hard, but they had a few moments too where they traded jabs. It was like, phew. So that's going to be the end of CLG FC episode 94. Season's over, chaps. 94.1. The start of the preseason will be next. For those on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care.